Good evening, Naren sir. Thank you, Meena ma'am. We will wait only for 2-3 minutes more. Then we'll start our today's session. Our today's eminent speaker, Mrs. Raina, ma'am, is here with us. Good evening to all respected educators. So let's welcome our today's keynote speaker, Dr. CHR Raina Khatri Tandon, ma'am. She is CEO, Rise to Rise, CEO, RKT Foundation NGO, founder empowering Live C NGO, post specialist expert from Harvard EDX. Thrive Global 100 Mentors, UNREX Karamveer Award 2019. Congratulations, ma'am. Nari Shakti Award. Wow, that's great. Nari Shakti I think के सम्मान के लिए पूरा एक सेरेमनी चली हुई है और हमारे देश में तो कहा भी गया है यत्र नार्यस्तु पूजन्ते रमन्ते तत्र देवता, जहां नारियों की पूजा की जाती है वहां देवता निवास करते हैं। और मुझे लगता है कि पृथ्वी अभ्युदय एसोसिएशन इंडिया के इस प्लेटफॉर्म पर मैक्सिमम जो हमारे कीनोट हमारे जो है रिस्पेक्टेड जो लेडीज एडुकेटर्स हैं वो हमारे प्लेटफॉर्म पे आई है अपने जो है व्यूज को शेयर करने के लिए। उन्हीं में से आज हमारे साथ रहना खतरन में She is a World Women Nari Shakti Awardee, World Women's Summit 2020 Global Ambassador for Sustainable SDG 5 UN Goals for Gender Equality, Inclusiveness and UN Chartered Human Rights. The 7th Certified NVC Specialist in India. 23rd years of experience into IT, HR and now law. President WICCI Maharashtra Training and Development 2019-21. All India Ladies 2017-2021. WEF Women Economics Forum 2017 to 2021. That's a great profile, तनन मैम। वाकई में जिस टाइम में आपकी प्रोफाइल को रीड कर रहा था तो मैं देख रहा था कि इतनी सारी चीजें आप लोग जो है अचीव करके रखे हैं। बड़ी एक जो है उपलब्धि होती है इस चीज की, डिपेंड होती है। और आप जैसे एडुकेटर्स को सुनना हम लोगों के लिए एक जो है वाकई में प्राउड की बात होगी, बड़ी खुशी की बात होगी। मैं ज्यादा टाइम ना लेते हुए क्योंकि वो ऑलरेडी 6:10 हो चुका है, तो ज्यादा टाइम ना लेते हुए इसका प्लेटफॉर्म आपके जो है ओवर टू यू।
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Harshvardhan sir. I think ये मेरा बहुत ही स्पेशल मोमेंट है कि मैं आपके जो कम्युनिटी के ग्रुप लोग हैं, PAAI के जो लोग हैं, उनको मैं अपना नॉलेज शेयर कर पा रही हूँ। आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। इंग्लिश में बात करते करते आजकल ऐसे लगता है कि भाई हिंदी कहाँ गायब हो गई है, तो मैं हिंदी में जितना ट्राई कर सकती हूँ अपने सेशन को बता पाऊंगी। आई वुड लव टू यूज बोथ इंग्लिश एंड हिंदी।
आप दोनों लैंग्वेजेस यूज करिए क्योंकि हमारे इस प्लेटफॉर्म पर अदर कंट्रीज के भी जो एडुकेटर्स हैं वो ज्वाइन करते हैं, तो उनके लिए भी इजी है।
So I just wanted to say good morning, good evening and good afternoon for everybody out there. आप सब लोग का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद कि आप लोग आज आए हैं। इंटरेस्टिंगली आज का सेशन थोड़ा सेफ्टी के ऊपर है। कोई भी कंट्री में आप चाहे इंडिया हो, अब्रॉड हो, आपको एक चीज ध्यान में रखनी है। वन इम्पॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट इज द सेफ्टी ऑफ विमेन, सेफ्टी ऑफ everybody who's working there in organizations. Just like Mr. Harshvardhan has said, I started my journey with 6-7 years back, which was into women empowerment. And little did I understand, बहुत कम मुझे समझ में आया था तभी कि वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट होता क्या है। देश में आपको 100% बोल सकती हूँ कि वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट सिर्फ वुमेन को एम्पावर करना नहीं है, लेकिन उनके इर्द गिर्द जो लोग हैं उनको भी ज्यादातर एम्पावर होना और उनको कैसे आप आगे बढ़ा सकते हो, एक सेफ वर्क प्लेस बना सकते हो, वो एक असली महत्व में एम्पावरमेंट होता है। बहुत सारे कम लोग दुनिया में इस वर्ड का बहुत सक्षम रूप से समझ रखते हैं। A lot of people don't understand the depth of what empowerment actually means, because it is not always about only understanding that one aspect कि हम खाली मोटिवेशन से या खाली नॉलेज से एम्पावर्ड होते हैं। इट्स ऑल्सो अबाउट कि हम बाकी लोग को आगे कैसे बढ़ा सकते हैं, एंड सेफ्टी कम्स फर्स्ट इन दैट। अगर आपका वर्क प्लेस जहां आप काम करते हैं, वेयर एवर यू आर वर्किंग, इफ दैट इज नॉट सेफ, you will not be able to grow. When you think about NGOs, when you look at organizations, चाहे आप छोटी MSME हो या SME हो या आप प्राइवेट लिमिटेड हो या LLP हो, I have traversed my journey from being an IT professional, BLSI chip design hardcore IT professional होने के बावजूद, मास्टर्स होने के बावजूद आज मैं लॉ फील्ड में इसलिए हूँ क्योंकि मुझे लगता है कि doing training, compliance and audit finally gave me a clarity कि there has to be a system in life जहां पे आप चल सकते हो। Whenever you start any organization, जब आप एक NGO स्टार्ट करते हो, जब आप एक कंपनी स्टार्ट करते हो, या आज आप एक स्टार्टअप भी हो, मैं उनको यही बोलती हूँ कि आप हमेशा छोटी चीजों से स्टार्ट करते हैं। We always start small. Do you have an idea? After the idea, what is the purpose? And after the purpose, you have to see how much is it keeping everybody safe. So yes, the most important thing is people will grow with you, your companies or your structures will grow with you only when they find that there are leaders, there are people who keep you safe and everybody around you safe. And the most important factor in that is compliance, which is with regards to women. I advocate, मैं women rights, POSH और POXO में काम करती हूँ। On the human rights level, मैं SDG goals को लेके यूनाइटेड नेशंस और यूनिसेफ में भी वॉलंटियर करती हूँ, और मैं अपनी कंपनी और ट्रस्ट भी चलाती हूँ। राइट टू राइस हमारी प्राइवेट लिमिटेड कंपनी है जो सर्टिफिकेशंस, कंप्लायंस और ऑडिटिंग और ट्रेनिंग अवेयरनेस लेती है, जो आज हम बैठे हैं। और आरकेटी फाउंडेशन आपको सिर्फ सपोर्ट करता है कि जहां पे भी, वेयर एवर यू फाइंड पीपल हु आर सेक्सुअली अब्यूज्ड, सेक्सुअली असॉल्टेड, अंडरगोइंग pornography, or people who are stuck on social media through any other ways, and cyber security means today even our children. हमारे बच्चे भी हैं जिनको हमने सारी सुविधाएं दे दी है। We have given everything to our children today, but we also have to keep an eye कि what are they doing at every hour and how can you keep them safe. We would love to give them gadgets. We would love to give them laptops. Giving phone, giving laptops, giving systems is not wrong. But forming a structure of that system and how it is used is important. हम लैपटॉप यूज करें, फोन यूज करें या आईपैड यूज करें या टीवी यूज करें या कंप्यूटर यूज करें, किस तरीके से उस गैजेट का हम उपयोग करते हैं, that is important. How do we use it is important, and that's where safety comes in. So far it is clear. Vishnath ji, Om Prakash ji, Sunita ma'am, Sunita Dombre ma'am, Sunita Martin ma'am. एक जी, थैंक यू। ये सेशन लकीली ऐसे नहीं है कि सिर्फ मैं ही बात करती जाऊं। इट्स नॉट अ वन वे सिस्टम। आपको जो जो चीजें नहीं समझ में आती, एनीथिंग दैट यू डोंट अंडरस्टैंड, प्लीज फील फ्री टू कन्वे। और यहाँ पे मैं अपनी इंट्रोडक्शन नहीं करूंगी क्योंकि यहाँ पे मैं सिर्फ आपको वैल्यू प्रोवाइड करने आई हूँ। एनीथिंग अबाउट मी आपको गूगल बाबा दे देगा, आप खाली मेरा नाम लिख दीजिएगा, आपको मेरे बारे में सब कुछ पता चल जाएगा। लेकिन आज हम सिर्फ आपकी सेफ्टी, आपकी सुरक्षा in different ways and most important in POSH जो हम ज्यादातर बात करते हैं वो आपको बताएंगे। Today we will see little elements of POSH and why safety is important. So before entering into POSH, since we have a lot of time, from 6 o'clock to 7:30. I will try wrapping up by
Excuse me,
7.
ma'am.
Yes, tell me,
Excuse me.
Kavita. Yeah, tell me, Kavita.
It's a humble request. Please be in English part
Okay, done.
so that
Yes,
everyone
Kavita.
can understand, right?
Absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely.
we are from the south.
Oh, don't worry. I speak 11 languages. Tamil kuda peslam.
Oh, very
One
wonderful,
prachana illa.
wonderful. So it's
I can use
very,
3
it's
languages,
a
4 languages. Don't
high
worry.
privilege. So
I will
it's a
speak in
high
English.
privilege for us to have you. Nice.
No privileges, no request. I am very young to you. I will use English. Thank you so much for bringing it up. I'm so humbled कि आपने मेरे को अपना, you thought that I am one part of you and you brought it up. Thank you so much. Okay. So today's main idea is to provide you details with regards to your safety. Safety comes in many ways. When we talk about, I'm going to be talking only about workplace. Where is a workplace? According to you, good to see Sharda, Iman, Ambika. Vishaka ma'am is not there, but good to see all the known faces. Ansari, sir. Yes, so where is a
Same
workplace
here.
according to you? Yes, Sharda?
Same here. Feeling so good to be in the same platform again.
Thank you. So, tell me, Vishwanath sir, Om Prakash sir, Kiran ma'am, Kavita ma'am, Sharda ma'am, where is workplace according to you?
We are working as a faculty in a
Okay.
reputed college. So as you
College? Very good.
said, we have to make an eye of what they are using and how they are making use of the resources
We are going
what
to come
we
to that.
provide.
Yes, we are going to come to that. Now, simple
Yeah,
question.
wonderful
What
topic.
is a workplace? So, college, school, institutions, IITs, IIMs, IFIM, anything else, organizations, companies. Lakshminanji, where is your workplace?
Everything is a workplace where we can enhance our skills and knowledge.
Yeah,
And we
that's a
can do
very
some
broad
great.
answer, Lalitji. But I am looking for the apt answer, and I'm not going to leave because there is something that we don't keep in mind when we are talking about workplace. Every place that we have work.
We are working, excuse me, we are working
Yep.
among much more technologies which cannot be brought out by us.
Like
So we have much
our ladies and
distraction
mothers
also.
are there in our home. They are working in the kitchen and in the home. That is also a workplace to them.
Okay. No. Yeah, I was coming to asking one question. So schools, college, dentist firms, MSMEs, SMEs, World Trade Centers, dentists, lawyers, any place where you go for gyms, sports centers, all these are workplaces. We all know about it. Is home a workplace?
Yes, sure.
Yes.
Very good. Workplace for whom?
Who,
For all
who
the
are at
members of
home?
Indian.
No.
All the
Workplace for
members
whom?
of the family.
No. Listen again. Workplace means जहाँ पे आप काम करते हो, wherever you work. Who works at your home?
Who is the place?
Mother,
Certainly
husband.
certainly
We
I
and
want to
we.
ask
the domestic
for
helper.
professional work. I
The
think I
domestic
have to
helpers
ask
are
Okay,
you
there.
for
very good.
professional work. Am I right, ma'am?
Okay, now all of you have to mute for listening to me. You are very right, some of you are not right. You will get your answer. I'm not going to say who's right and who's not. Okay, anybody who is working for you, for them it is a workplace, like your maid, your house help, your bais, your people who take care of your kids, your guards, your liftman, your guard keeper, your watchman, your fruit vendor, your vegetable vendor, your egg wala, all those people who come and serve you, including your iron man and everybody. For them, your house is a workplace. But just because we are working from home, it is not our workplace. So any kind of unwanted, unwelcome behavior that they do to you or you do to them will be coming under sexual harassment. Like we say in office, we have to draw a line. What is right, what is wrong, what is expected, what is unexpected. When I am working with Mr. Vishwanath, I have to understand that he's a senior person. I cannot be rude to him. I cannot play around with him, which he may not like. Again, when I'm working with an intern, I need to understand where to draw the lines. I cannot be laughing around. I cannot be playing around. I cannot be doing anything. I have to know how to behave. So that's where our security line comes. But when I'm saying you are not, if you're a homemaker, you all are housewives, you all have husbands. Now, yes, we are working from home. So we also come as workplace at home. But when we were not working at home, this is not our workplace. Okay, our workplace is only the offices where we come in from. So what I was trying to say is anything that is unwanted, unwelcomed behavior which one person does to another person and has sexual behavior comes under sexual harassment. Same way, when we do unwanted, unwelcome behavior on cyber means anything on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, uh, podcast, Facebook Live, Facebook Lite, Instagram, Twitter, any of these that become cyber safety concerns. Again, safety harassment is important. Next, anything with your kids. So all this will come under POSH and cyber security. When we look at kids, we feel okay, fine. Kids are all on the system. They are doing their studies. They are going live. Poor things from morning to evening. They're sitting on the Google Meet and on the Zoom and whatever their teachers are doing. They're doing a lot of study. Do you know half of the kids will be having one mobile phone near them? They will be having a laptop near them. Half of the screens will be off camera, and you don't know what they are doing. And most of them even play games. And most of these games, sometimes they take you to Paytms, Google Pays, sometimes websites where there are payable, and sometimes your credit cards number saved. Sometimes your Google Pay passwords are being automated. Sometimes your credit cards are linked to Amazon, Flipkart, PayPal, and other things, and you don't know how the frauds happen. And then one day you will call me, Raina ma'am, something like this happened. I'm constantly getting messages from Afghanistan, Pakistan, from US, from UK. Suddenly there is some crap messages that are coming on my mobile phone. That is what it happens. Constantly you'll be getting some unwanted messages on SMS or on WhatsApp or on your email saying that something is hacked, something is not hacked. I know your secrets, something like that. And then you will be worried, oh, this is continuously coming, I don't know what to do, because there was no safety alarms kept in your mobile or on your laptop or even any of the apps that you're using. Today we have Cred, which is for credit card payment. There are apps like that. You have ET Money, you have any finance apps, you have a lot of stock market apps, you have a lot of things that are all there on the phone. And many of us don't have 3-4 phones for our children and for our own self. Sometimes we share phones, sometimes we share laptops, sometimes we share devices. We don't keep in our mind that all these things have to be done with some safety protocols. And there are friends of your own kids, sometimes they will be very playful. So like you and me are here and we are off camera, some of them will be on camera. And you don't know, sometimes they take selfies and they post it somewhere. Sometimes they take pictures where your entire house is visible. Now, Google Meet is a platform where you can't have any kind of background picture. So sometimes you can. Like, unfortunately, I cannot fix a background picture here. I'll try and put some. Okay, so this browser does not support visual effects. In Google Meet, there is an option where you can blur the screen. Same way in Zoom, you have an option where you blur the screen or you keep a background picture. Like Mr. Harshvardhan has put a background picture. He's put the logo. Now, the reason for putting the logo or putting a background picture, any picture, you'll easily get it on the Zoom. If you Google also, Zoom background pictures, or if you create your own logo, or if you create a design, or if you create some kind of Montessori Teachers Training School has done, PAAI has done. So everybody, or you have your own picture, which is off camera, but yes, you can, when it's on camera also, something is there on the background. Why do people put that? People put that so that you can keep your house under cover. You don't need to show that. You don't need to show who's behind. You don't need to show your house. You don't need to show who are the members in the house, because sometimes there are hackers who will keep an eye on whatever is there in front of you. So these are small things that you have to take care of when you are online. How to keep your children safe, how to keep your setup safe. Your passwords should not be saved on your systems. If you are keeping passwords on some document which is there on your laptop or on your phone or anywhere, don't keep them on that. Use a hard disk or a pen drive. Everybody knows what is hard disk and pen drive? Yes, no, don't know? Say something.
Yes, madam. Yes, madam.
Yes, if anybody doesn't know, that's totally okay. If you tell me I don't know, I can tell you. So don't hesitate that you don't know. Everybody in the world will not know everything. That is totally okay. Okay, a pen drive is a small device which you insert and you can download things on that. Of course, the space in the pen drive will be less. If you buy a hard disk, which is easily available everywhere, you can store all your data in that and keep. Whenever you need it, just plug it. Plug it into the system and use your things and then go back. So that is certain things. Then keep your passwords protected. Have some antivirus downloaded. Have some systems which are not allowing you to go ahead and access your systems without anybody's progress. And the most important thing now, with regards to POSH, when we talk about POSH, it is about the ecosystem in which you are. Now I'm going to be showing you the PPT. I'm just going to try and see if the screen share option is there. Okay. It's not showing me the PPT though. Is this? Okay, can you see? I'm just going to screen share. Can you see the PPT now?
Yes, ma'am. It's visible.
I am not able to see, but you are able to see. Okay. That's weird. I'll just try one more time. Sorry for the trouble. Yeah, I'm able to see now. Yeah, you can see now. Okay. So that's a little bit about me. I'm Dr. Raina Khatri Tandon, an advocate into women and child rights, founder of CEO. Right to Rise is the name of my company because I believe that everybody has the right to rise. Okay, so that is a simple ideology where I feel that every individual is 100% going to rise. It's either sooner or later. A part of ITF Global, yes, we are a part of a very big company. And yes, we are ISO certified and I'm also a TEDx speaker. That's a little bit about me and my details. What are we going to see? The insights into POSH. What is POSH? POSH is nothing but Prevention of Sexual Harassment Act for Women at Workplace. This act is designed by the Government of India, by the Constitution of India, which says all women in workplace should be safe. All women in workplace should be dealt with dignity, with pride, and no hurting their feelings. Okay, so it is very important that we understand that men, women, and all, we have to respect each other. There is no other go. I cannot come to the office and say, okay, let's just go and crack jokes. Let's just go and have a party. Or there are sometimes group of people of different sectors, different lifestyles. For example, Kavita ma'am is from South India. Harshvardhan sir is from maybe the North India. There are other people who are from West India. Now, if all of us are getting together, I have to create a safe place in this room so that everybody is included. So wherever I am, whether I'm a small setup of 20 people or I'm a big setup of 5,000 people, yet I need to understand that wherever we are working, we have to respect people. Respect people matlab, if there are young individuals, they should not make fun of old individuals. If there are old individuals, they'll have different ideologies over some perspectives. We have to even respect them. And there can be different ways, like we stare at people, we glare at people, we talk behind the back, we talk about the way they look, their clothes, their hair, their dressing, we talk about what they wear, the shoes, the lifestyle, their backgrounds, If one person is moving around with another person, we start talking ill about him. If somebody has shared something in some group, we go and start commenting. I fail to understand one thing. What do you go for work? What do you go to office for? Amujuri, I can see you. So I will ask you the question. Why do we go to office? Simple question. I don't ask complicated questions. I'm a very simple individual. I keep life very simple. Why do we go to office?
To
Kavita
earn
ma'am,
some money.
very good.
To,
In what is
To
that mean?
earn,
I'm sorry, sir. To earn-
to earn
to earn some money,
self-respect.
madam.
Oh, you don't go to earn self-respect. No, 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 no. You go to office to
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 earn
get
fulfill
some
our
respect.
money.
desires. To fulfill
To earn
Yes,
some
both
fulfill our
money.
some
desires.
money.
You go to earn. You want to go there to work. You go there for a duty. You go there to have a good lifestyle. Simple ideology is you go to work because you want to
Rather
work.
than we work to fulfill our desires.
Very good. You go there for your dreams, you go there for your desires, you go there for money, you go there for name, you go there for fame, you go there for respect. But please remember, you don't go there to make friends. You don't go there to insult people. You don't go there to cross your borders. You don't go there to become two lovers. That is only if you like somebody and that other person says, yes, I like you. It is mutual, then it is fine. But otherwise, you are only going for a professional career. Right? Right, Vishnath sir? Right, Lakshminand?
Yes, right, ma'am.
Yes, we are going there only for professional work. If we keep that in our mind, we will never see a lady in an awkward way or a man in another unexpected way. When we start looking at other things, this man is South Indian, that man is North Indian, this man is bald, this man is tall, this man is thin, this man is sexy, this man is looking like, this lady is looking like a babe, she's looking so chick, she's looking so pataka. All these things we start looking when we are beyond our work. We have so much time then to focus on the other things. Our mindset changes and we start looking at the other things. Yes, it sounds funny, Amjuri, but our mind
Yes.
only moves when we are not focused on work. Most of the sexual harassment cases happen only nowadays with men, not with women, because women have become very bold and they know how to do all the work and they know how to take your seat also, and they know how to trap you also, and they know how to fool you also, because they know that sexual harassment is completely a woman oriented act. But you have to know where to draw the lines. You have to know how to keep yourself safe as well, right? And there are different committees to it. But before that, I will tell you a story. Would you want to hear the story? Yes or no?
Yeah,
Yes.
sure. Sure.
Madam.
Sure.
Yes, madam.
Okay, so some
Sure,
of them
sure.
want to hear the story. I will give you some statistics quickly. About 62, 65.2% women in their companies say that they follow sexual harassment procedures, yet they get abused. About 70% of women today say that they are working in the workplace and still there is sexual harassment. 1 out of every 3 women are sexually harassed, and 1 out of every 5 men are sexually harassed. And men are 9 times more likely to quit the company without even coming out and saying what happened, and 5 times they get transferred, 3 times they lose their jobs, but still they don't want to tell what happened. Why? Because they know that the setup in which they are, it's completely diluted with corruption. There are people who will not listen to them. There are people who do not have a clear mindset. There are people who don't communicate. Every confusion in our life is only because of communication, friends. If you don't like something, you have to go and tell the other person you don't like something. Nobody will understand if you don't like something. For example, a man is trying, he's just joking. Casually, it is a Diwali party at office, and casually while joking, he just goes and taps the thigh of a lady. Lady might think, oh, this person is a good friend. By mistake, he would have done it. Maybe second time he does it again. Is it okay with you? Is it okay with you?
No, ma'am.
Sharda
Come
ma'am,
on.
Kavita ma'am, Meenal ma'am, is it okay with you? It's not okay with me. Okay. So ideally you have to think what is important. Okay, you have to think what is that is not to be done when you're in a workplace. Okay, so you have to realize whether it is man or woman, whether it is today we have other genders like LGBTQ Q plus. Okay, lesbian, gay, transgender, QR plus, bisexual, asexual, and many other. Okay, these all people are different kind of people who are built with different sexual organs, or they have different kind of liking towards the other sex. Okay, what is different in transgender, what is different in LGBT, what is different in asexual, is that each one of them are being built differently. You have to accept them also a part of the society. So if even if they are there, you have to give them the respect, and that is what creates a safe workplace. Keep only one thing in mind: you're there only to do work. Gender sensitization is the first thing that we need to know, and equality is the first thing that we say to keep in maintenance. Equality is just not a word, it is a lifestyle. You have to understand, I have to equally respect whether it is young, whether it is old, whether it is man, whether it's women, whether it is a chakka who you call or a hijda who you call, but actually they are transgender and LGBTQ. They have a specific gender name. So you have to call them with that name. Okay, you cannot say, I don't know. Same way, POSH is a mandatory compliance. Zero tolerance. If you do something wrong, unwanted, and somebody goes and complains in the committee, which is there inside the setup called the IC committee, internal committee, safety cell, then you will be called. And if it is a serious issue, you will be also undergoing penalty and serious criminal offenses. So that is why it is important for every company and their employees to know about this. Even if you run the company from home, even if you're a small setup, even if you have only interns, if you have 5 people working under you, still you should know what is POSH, because it is a mandatory compliance. Okay, so that is all about POSH. Now, who and why are we learning about this is because of this lady. This lady's name is Vishakha. Vishakha was a lady in 1992 in the state of Rajasthan. She was the reason why we have this important act which is nurtured in India. And this act is only applicable in India. Vishakha was a lady, a Dalit worker. In a small village in Bhateri in Rajasthan, she used to live, and she used to stop child marriages in 1992. When she was stopping that, one day in the Panchayat house, she went and started doing the same thing. She stopped a child marriages that was happening in the Panchayat house, the upper class men, and that time, Dalit and upper class men never used to accept each other. They told her to stop it, but she didn't stop because that was her work. In due result of this, the outcome was that evening she was being gang raped by the group of people in her own village. Of course, if she's gang raped, she will go and file it in the police station. Next day, she went with her husband, filed a case in the police station. Little was being done because, with the state of affairs in India, in north part of India, not many places, the police is very proactive. Okay, so they did not listen to her. They listened more towards the panchayat and other things. And her husband was being beaten. Second time, she was being gang raped with a group of men, panchayat, upper caste men, everybody together. After being 2 times gang raped, it's 1992. It's not 2022 where you can scream and yell and tell everything on Twitter, Instagram, and everybody comes and help you. That time we did not have this kind of facility. So what should she do? She was sitting in her own house, not doing what to do. After almost 5 to 6 years, a neighboring village had an NGO called Vishakha. They came to help Banvari Devi, this lady, and Banvari Devi then filed the PIL in the Supreme Court of India, And after 13 long years, our constitution took, the law and order and system took 13 long years, and we got this strong act, which is Sexual Harassment Act for Women at Workplace, Prevention, Prohibition, Redressal, which takes care of stopping, not reoccurring of any cases. And finally, if something happens which is wrong, then how should we address it? Sometimes to solve it between two bodies amicably, sometimes we should just put the case to the court or the law, because sometimes there are serious criminals who want to constantly keep doing the mistake, thinking it's a mistake, but that's a habit that they cannot stop. You cannot commit crime and say it's a mistake, because that becomes very big. So this is a zero tolerance act. One time you do a mistake, they will give you a warning. Second time you do a mistake, they will give you go out or go to the jail, or you will be thrown out of the company forever, and you cannot join any other company or start any other business. Simple and crisp. So far clear? 9th December 2013, we got this very strong act, which is Prevention of Sexual Harassment Act for Women at Workplace. And what did the act say? Any kind of sexual favor, any kind of demand of sex, any kind of physical contact, any kind of showing pornography, any physical, if you are verbally saying something, non-verbally saying something, any kind of going close to somebody, commenting about their looks, about their clothes, about their shape, about the color, about their sex, if they are maybe LGBTQ, you talk about them, any kind of, if you do this, then I'll do that. If you sleep with me, I'll give you a promotion. If you want to stay in the company, then do this. Something like this happens, then ideally it will be considered as sexual harassment and strict action will be taken. Are you clear with this? Hello Rajput sir, good to see you.
Yes, madam, it's clear.
Good evening. Good evening.
Yes, Ansari sir. So we understand that sexual harassment is something which is a serious thing to be noted. It's highly mandatory. If anything, the webinar team at Abhyudaya. Okay, I don't understand something getting message there. Maybe sir can take care of that. Yes, Mohammed Sani, thank you. So now, if we know that this is such an important act, there can be some small things that we do wrong, right? So in case you are sometimes overdrawing that line, sometimes you feel that, by mistake, I have told some lady who's looking very pretty, and I've commented or complimented her, and she doesn't like it. Straight away just say, I'm so sorry, I can see that you have not liked my comment or compliment. It was not intentional, but next time I will see that I will be very careful. Or if you have done it and you still didn't realize it, I'm sure if you do it another time, you will be called by a committee. This is called an internal committee or internal complaints committee, ICC, that every company more than 20 people will be having. Or if you're a small company, then the small company should be registered with a local district officer under the LCC, which is Local Complaints Committee. These two committees, whether you're a small organization or a big organization, will take care that nothing wrong happens with regard to the safety of women at workplace. Because we always say, if women are safe, the organization will grow. Of course, when the act was made, women were the key reason, and the safety of them was important. They were the vulnerable class. But I can't say that today, because in 2022, only men are the vulnerable class. We have to take care of them. The women have become bold ladies, all Durgas, all Shaktis, and they know how they can be strong. But here, very soon, this act will take a shape where we are taking care of men, women, and all. So we will be mostly having gender neutral policies. Okay, Narendra Kumar sir. Yes, Dattaraya Patil sir. So far clear?
Yeah, right, ma'am.
Right, okay. So, what can be sexual harassment? I'm going to give you some examples. I won't be showing you too many PPT. So, what can be sexual harassment? Let's see. I'm going to call out some instances. You tell me whether it is sexual harassment or not. Okay. So, if you're in a company and if there is a lady who is working, a junior employee who has just joined your company, and you tell this junior employee who has just joined 45 days back, there is an important project that needs to be done. You have to stay back for the next 3 days till 8 o'clock and 8:30 and complete it here. Because all projects have to be completed in office. So I can see that Dattatraya sir. Okay, so I will take Dattatraya sir. Dattatraya Patil sir tells the junior officer who has joined 45 days, she's learning the new job, she's taking care of the new stuff, and suddenly he tells her, okay, there's an important project, you have to complete this. 3 days you have to stay back till 8:30, complete this and then go because you can't do this from home. So can the lady get mad and say, oh my God, Patil sir to bahut kaam dete hain. He gives me too much work. I must file a complaint against him at sexual harassment because he's going on telling me this. Is it right? Is it sexual harassment? Okay, Suvarna says no, Parag says no, Garima says, but she's going and filing a complaint in ICC. Dattaraya sir is giving me too much work. He's always telling me to stay back. I am the only person who's cornered. So is it right if he does that? Sir, you tell me. Everybody say no, no, no. No, it is not sexual harassment. Now you should not smile here because this is not sexual harassment. This is an allegation. And you have to step up and say, this is only about work. This is not about telling, stay back, I will take you for coffee. Stay back, I will take you for dinner. Stay back and I will mishandle you. You are not doing that. You are only talking about work. Okay, you have to put down your foot because you will be called by the committee if she puts her paper to them that you are doing a wrong thing to them. Okay, this is only a professional requirement and all offices require you sometimes to have people who are sometimes abroad, people who are sometimes with another country. So you have to keep your professionalism there. It is not a funny statement there and we cannot smile over it. This is about your respect also, right? Same way. If there is another instance, very good. I saw most of the answers, all of you are right. So I'm very proud of you. Let's look at another instance. Now there is a senior woman employee and there is a guy who's an associate working there. This woman employee all the time goes to the water cooler. I have this bottle of wine, so I'm just going to pick up. So every time she is thirsty, she goes to the water cooler and she's going and filling her bottle. Every time she has somebody who's following her. Okay, this man goes, so I can see PK Guru. So I'm going to take PK Guru's name. Please apologize if apologies in case this is just to give an example. So don't take it personally. So PK Guru sir is working in a company and he has a senior lady. And the senior lady, every time she goes to the water cooler and she's filling the bottle and she's drinking. Maybe PK Guru sir is also following and he's also filling the bottle. And she feels that he's following her. If you are constantly going to follow at the same time in the same water cooler, then she will find that you are doing something wrong. If you are thirsty, please use another water cooler or maybe don't go at the same time. Sometimes people think that you are following them. Sometimes they feel that you are chasing them. Sometimes they feel that you are abusing them or you want to have a relationship with them, which is not a right protocol, but it is explaining that in return. So it will be considered as sexual harassment even if it is not. Okay, so you have to think before you take any action, friends. Sometimes the intention is not there, but the act is very strict, which says intent is not important, impact is important. If you are making a person feel very uneasy, if you are making a lady feel uneasy, if you're staring at her from top to bottom, if you're looking at her, glaring at her, if it is very important that she doesn't feel so and she feels safe. And they feel safe, you feel safe, obviously the productivity of the company is going to go high. Obviously, you are going to be the next Fortune 500 companies and best company of the year. So remember, this is a zero tolerance act. Nobody is going to come and remind you. This is an act which is very strict. This is an act that you cannot come and say, I'm sorry, I don't know about this. Nobody is going to listen to you because it's a law. And this is a major HR compliance. I'm sure everybody who works in the HR understands this. Okay, so we'll go back to the PPT. How do we prevent this? This is a zero tolerance act. There are committees which take care of prohibition, prevention, redressal. There is a knowledge session like we're having today. There is training for the leaders, your CEOs. There's a committee that takes care, they are trained. And finally, there is annual reports and audits, other things. Impact matters, not your intent. Keep that in your mind, friends. Again and again, no offensive behavior, no intimidating, humiliating, or threatening behavior will be entertained. And it is important that this compliance is being met. Many companies, small, big, come and ask me, ma'am, if you don't do, what happens? If you don't do, then there'll be penalty. If you don't do, then there'll be legal compliance. If you don't do, you will pay a penalty of up to 50,000 rupees. Sometimes if there is a case, then it will go up to high number of value money. It will be even more than lakhs. It could be a high loss. It could be defaming of your company if some small case comes up. So why do all that? You are here to build a gender equal workplace so that there's better performance, high growth, and great work-life balance. That we say that we are in happy workplaces. Happy workplaces keeps us highly growing and makes us highly empowered. Does it happen in virtual workplaces? Yes, it's happening even through Zoom. It's happening even through Google Meet. It's happening even through social media. There are people hacking you on LinkedIn, hacking you on Instagram, writing things on Twitter, putting some photographs. Anything can happen, friends. It's not like if you're working from home, nothing happens. There are cases reported, as much as 1,700 cases in a state, even the last 2 months, which is a lot in number. And HR policies are communicated time and again. Still, by just keeping a policy, we cannot say things are safe. It's only in the hands of you and me. Together, we can make this place safe. Okay, there are many different kinds of harassment. You can pinch, you can touch, you can talk, you can make a person feel uncomfortable. All Indian women today also are not aware of this. You go into any society, wherever you're staying, I'm sure all of them don't know. I'm sure all of them are not able to understand this. It's important that you make them ponder. Shouldn't workplace be a safe place? Yes. Is it your right not to spread this awareness? Yes. Please go and share this with everybody who's around you, including your kids, including your grandparents, including your own parents, including your oldies, anybody and everybody who you even go on a walk with, or in a garden place, or even in your workplace. Productivity is going to be everywhere. That is why I started with your workplace is also your home. Give respect to earn respect, because at the end of the day, it's all about respect. And if you are to follow this compliance, you will be safe, just like GST. I'm sure this also is a mandatory compliance. If you need any help, or if you know anybody who's undergoing any form of harassment, please help them. Don't start counseling or coaching them, because there are methods in ways which you can help them. But if you want to be somebody who's certified, somebody who wants to help them, you can reach out to us, and I'm sure we'll be able to help you to get the right knowledge, and then you're free to go and share. Thank you very much. That's all from me, founder of Right to Rise, Raina Khatri Tandon ma'am. And that's my details. In case you need to reach out to me, you can always also reach out to Sir Ashwadan sir, and PAAI is always so supportive of us. I'm so happy that we could share our knowledge with you guys. Thank you so much for having me, sir. Thank you, PAAI, for such honor and for your respect, so that I could share with all the people out here. Thank you very much.
थैंक यू सो मच मैम फॉर द ग्रेट सेशन. आई थिंक सभी एडुकेटर्स ने बहुत कुछ आज लर्न किया है. बहुत सारे जैसे राइट्स के बारे में उनको पता चला होगा जिसके बारे में नॉलेज नहीं थी. तो मैं मानता हूं कि आज बहुत सारी चीजें हम लोग यहाँ से लेके जाने वाले हैं. And respected educators, if you want to ask any question, then you can unmute yourself and ask your questions to Raina.
It's all yours. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, feel free to ask any question. Honestly, I am just here to answer any of your questions. I can see the chats all overflowing. Thank you very much for all these beautiful words. Friends, it all matters when the work is happening good. When I'm able to help people like you, I feel more happy. The rest of the things don't matter, because we are all here on this stage, we are all here on this world, and we are just here to help each other. So if we can do the good work, then the rest will follow.
I have a question for you, ma'am.
Yes, Angush Mitra. Yes, Angush Mitra, tell me.
Yeah. The question, actually, the answer, if we actually, few of us, we know, because I want our educator to know this also. Suppose we all are in a company, okay? We are going for an official trip, and we are having some sexual harassment. So, it does come under sexual harassment. I think you also, sir, and many of us, we know the answer. But the one who doesn't know, I want you to give the answer for them. Suppose we are going for some company like Paai. They have they have this award function, right? From Chennai, I'm going to Paai in Delhi. If anything happens in between, will it come under sexual harassment or not? That is my question.
So Ankush Mitra,
I think, Raina ma'am, it's a network issue. You are not audible and visible. I think,
Network issues are there.
yes, ma'am. I need to rejoin again. Hello, PK
Yeah,
Rajput sir.
please,
How are
ma'am.
you?
Fine, sir. Fine. Namaste. Good evening to everybody. Namaste.
Namaste. यस मैम, प्रीति मैम, इस सेशन के तुरंत बाद हम लोग जो है हमारी एसोसिएशन की मेंबरशिप और बाकी सारी चीजों के बारे में डिटेल से आप लोगों के साथ शेयर करेंगे। जस्ट ये सेशन का जो क्वेश्चन आंसर सेशन है उसको कंप्लीट हो जाए, उसके बाद सारी डिटेल्स आपके साथ में शेयर करूंगा। हेलो एनके सिन्हा सर, हाउ आर यू? एनके सिन्हा सर, आर यू हियर? Okay. We need to get our keynote speaker, today's keynote speaker, to rejoin us. Yes, ma'am. Kindly unmute yourself.
yeah, good evening. I'm back. Sorry, I had some network issue, I guess, so I got logged off. So, Ankush Mitra, ma'am, are you around?
Yeah,
Is she
I'm
there?
here.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay. So there are 2-3 things, ma'am. Number one, you said this is a professional. Okay, I'll just first answer Mohammed Sani. Mohammed Sani, sir, the presentation will not be available, but yes, I'm sure this will be put up on YouTube, so you can access from there. In case there is some information that you really require or you need any other presentation for any company, you can still do the session for your company or your setup. Okay. Coming back to Ankush Mitra, ma'am. Ma'am, if the trip is a professional trip, first you need to understand, is the trip organized by the company or is it organized by a group of people in your own company as a personal visit? For example, you are working in, say, an ABC company. Okay, I won't take any company's name. You're working in ABC. So people in ABC have arranged for this professional visit. Okay, it is their protocol that anybody who's coming on the trip should be safe. So in case something happens, you can go to their committee or go to the senior most person there and tell them, look, something like this has happened and you need to take action. But if you guys among you, for example, Ankush Mitra, Vishwanath, Dattacharya sir, Rajput sir, me, you, Vaishali ma'am, all of us who are here, we are working in a company. And we all professionally are working in the company and we have made a plan. We are going to go out and then maybe we'll discuss something about a project and come back. But this is not being organized by your company. It is organized by you. Anything happen over there is your ownership, is your responsibility. You are going with your own wish, will, and with your conscious that you are among these people. Whether you are drunk there, whether you play fool there, whether you do whatever there, or they do anything with you, you are responsible for it, not the company. Okay. Now, If there is something which is minor, you can communicate when they are in their senses and close it there. If you feel that no, it's not minor, please take it up. If they don't do anything in the company, then you should be going to the district officer or to the LCC, which is in the local district. For example, you're working at Mumbai and you're at Bandra, go to Bandra District 1 and talk about what happened to you. They will take action, even if your company is not taking action. If they are not taking action, go to the police station and file an FIR. I'm sure they will call for a committee who will take care of sexual harassment. They will address it. If that is also not happening, go to the High Court and Supreme Court. I'm sure they will also come back to your company and they will scrutinize your company that why are you not taking action again, what Angusutra ma'am said, and then also you will be taken care. So at any expense, you will be taken care unless until you have not made a choice of going with the wrong people. That I cannot control. That is your own choice.
Yeah, thank you for your information, ma'am. And it has to be known to everyone that if you are going through a company or an agency which has been, which has, you got all your expenses and everything or sponsorship by particular company, till you start. Suppose today I'm starting for certain company at 8 o'clock p.m. My everything has to be taken care by that particular company until and unless from 8 p.m. of today to the next day 8 p.m. I reach my home. Everything goes under certain company or certain agency, which whoever has taken care of me. So I think, am I correct, ma'am? Is this right in this occasion?
Partly right, partly wrong. Okay, we are not in school where we say school teachers taking children on vacation, they are totally and completely taking care of you. Only with regards to sexual harassment, only with regards to your dignity rights, and if there are those 5 points which I said, if there is pornography, if there is demand or request of sexual favors, if there is any kind of unwanted, unwelcome, verbal, non-verbal conduct of sexual nature, this only will be covered under POSH. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, ma'am. We are able to hear you.
So we will not be covering anything where, okay, if somebody has come and probably told you that have a drink with me, that's not considered sexual harassment. That's just considered a question. If somebody comes and talks in some other way, which is not, okay, if somebody's telling you you're a stupid lady, or you're a foolish person, or you're incapable, that's not sexual harassment. That is just harassment. There's a difference between sexual harassment and harassment. Okay, so it all depends what is the conversation, it all depends what is the situation, it all depends what is the background, and then it will be considered as sexual harassment or not. There are a lot of little things that we need to take care of.
Okay, thank you for your information, ma'am. It was very delighted to know, and you have explained quite well. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Yes.
Sometimes मैम it depends on circumstances also. अगर कोई लेडी कोई ड्रंक मैन है उसके सामने जा रही है और वो उससे कुछ भी पूछता है, कोई डिमांड रखता है, तो वो विदाउट पेशेंस, वो लड़की बिना पेशेंस रखे ही उस चीज को भी गलत वो कर देती है. ऐसा नहीं है कि ऑल मैन्स आर रॉन्ग, हमेशा गलत आदमी नहीं होता है. यहाँ पर मतलब लेडीज की भी होती है गलती कि अगर कोई पिए हुए बैठा हुआ है आप उसके सामने, क्योंकि मैंने ये देखा है, ये मेरे जानने में हुआ है एक ऐसा कि एक मेल मेंबर था, वो पी रहा था और उसके सामने चली जाती है, वो कुछ अनवांटेड डिमांड रख देता है, तो उस चीज को वो गलत तरीके से उसने अपने कपड़े फाड़े, ब्ला ब्ला बहुत सारे उसने एलिगेशंस लगा दिए. तो ये सॉरी, सर्कमस्टेंसेस भी डिपेंड करता है कि एक लेडी उसको किस तरीके से कर सकती है, मतलब अपने कभी कभी बहुत फैल मचा देगी ये वो मुझे. और एक ऐसी ही एक मेड थी, एक घर में मेड थी, वो खाना बनाने जाती थी और उसने पैसों के लालच में ही अपने उसको मालिक को फंसा दिया था. तो इस टाइप के भी बहुत केसेस आते हैं. तो इसमें मतलब हमेशा ही एक मेल मेंबर ही वो नहीं होता, गुनहगार नहीं होता.
Correct.
लेडीज
No, I
हो जाती है.
there are a lot of times that females are also people who are intentionally doing it because
Yes,
they
yes,
want
exactly.
power, they want position, they want to be in that in that location where they are trying to pull somebody down. So many a time, that's why I said nowadays it's happening more with the male gender as well. So they have to be
Yes,
careful.
ma'am.
Where are they falling trap of?
बिल्कुल,
Okay,
बिल्कुल, बिल्कुल.
SME, of course, the law supports the women, but we also need to understand that when they're supporting women, women can't take the वो एक बोलते हैं ना, they take advantage of the
गला
situation.
हाँ, हाँ,
That
बिल्कुल,
they should
बिल्कुल.
not go and pursue. So that is important.
Yeah, even the whatever the you have the punishment or anything. If the
Hmm.
girl or whoever, suppose a girl is giving accusation on the boy, if the girl is found, she is wrong, she will get the equal punishment whichever the other gender is supposed to get. So it is not like that it is only for the woman. And if it is completely properly investigated and found that the fault is on the girl's side, the girl will get the equal punishment of the man. So it is also there in our law. If I'm
Yes,
not
बिल्कुल,
wrong,
बिल्कुल
am I
सही
yes,
है.
correct,
yes,
ma'am?
yes. You will get double punishment if you are mishandling the law. So there are other
Yes.
protocols and a lot of things because the
Yes.
act is very
So,
big and every small,
right.
small detail is there in each section of the act. Of course, yes, today we have just seen an overview, a bird's eye view, but there is
Yes.
a lot more that we need to follow as a system. So that is what Right to Rise does. Takes care of the awareness, the policy creation, the IC committees, the case handling, a lot into awareness, a lot into creating gender equality, sensitization, code of conduct, उनके HR policies कैसे होने चाहिए, annual reports, auditing of the company, where there are loopholes, what men and women should do when they have to keep this space safe, a lot of things. So ये खाली, this is just the visibility from the top. So you are able to see only the bird's eye view. There will be a lot more that is covered in the act when you will be handling all this in the organization or company or MSME or even in your home or in your Okay, any more questions, friends?
Good evening, ma'am. Uh, this is Dr. Parag Agarwal. I just, in
Yes,
perspective
Parag.
of students, I want to ask at what stage or what age we will say, because among teenagers, a lot of things are happening. So, at what age we can say it is a sexual harassment? Is there any
So,
age?
like I said, any age, yes, any age between 0 to 18 comes under the POXO Act. POXO is Prevention of Child Abuse, Sexual Offenses.
Yes.
Any child that undergoes any kind of pornography, sexual assault, sexual abuse, sexual harassment will come under POXO, where the child is considered a little more lesser to compare to an adult. Any child over 18 will come under POSH Act. So we cannot say a 17-year-old or an 18-year-old will not be considered under POSH Act because by the age of 15 they are considered adults. If there are crimes done by them, they will be seriously taken as an adult crime and not like a child crime because most of the children are very aware about their rules and they cannot be playing around because very soon after their third year college they are being incepted into professional workspaces. So all colleges, all institutions, all schools are having POSH and POX. So compliance is done. We are doing it for most of them, and even people who are certified NGOs are also doing the same. So I would only suggest that if you are a school or if you are a college, you should not do it until you have done your awareness program or having the 50 to 60,000 rupees. So it's better I hope I have answered your question, Paragji.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Hello?
Thank
Yes,
you.
please.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Parag. Yes, so if you have any other questions, friends, you can still email me or contact me on contact Right to Rise, or I'll just put my email address and the contact number. You can always collect it from Mr. all the time and provide great value to all the participants. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Raina ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस हम लोग देख रहे थे कि रेज हो रहे थे और एडुकेटर्स ने आपसे अपने क्वेश्चंस, अपनी क्यूरीज को सॉल्व करने की कोशिश भी की है। और जैसा कि हमारा हर एक सेशन के बाद, हर एक वेबिनार के बाद हम लोग अपना एक टॉक शो रखते हैं जिसके अंदर हम अपने एडुकेटर्स की जो प्रोफेशनल लाइफ में आने वाली प्रॉब्लम्स है उनको सुनते हैं, उनकी बातों को सुनते हैं, उनकी प्रॉब्लम्स को सुनते हैं और उनको सॉल्यूशन देने की कोशिश करते हैं। अपना इंडिया युवा चौपाल सर, आपने 2 मिनट पहले ज्वाइन किया और अभी आप फीडबैक लिंक मांग रहे हैं, तो आई थिंक मुझे मैं कई दिनों से देख रहा था, बोलना नहीं चाहता था, लेकिन आज आपने बोलने पे मजबूर कर दिया। जस्ट 2 मिनट।
सर मैं यूट्यूब पर जुड़ा हुआ हूँ सर।
ओके,
नेट समस्या के कारण मैं
आप टाइम थोड़ा सा वेट करें क्योंकि 7:30 का हम लोगों ने टाइम दिया होता है, तो उस टाइम पे आप थोड़ा सा वेट करना पड़ेगा प्लीज।
नेट समस्या के कारण मैं सर जुड़ जाता हूँ।
यस सर।
नेटवर्क समस्या के कारण मुझे जुड़ना पड़ता है सर, यूट्यूब पे जब मैं जुड़ जाता हूँ।
ओके ठीक है, चलिए मैं आप लोगों के साथ पहले जो है आई थिंक मुझे फीडबैक लिंक ही शेयर कर देना चाहिए, क्योंकि टॉक शो में हम लोग उन्हीं लोगों को चाहते हैं जो इन सारी चीजों को सुनने के लिए इंटरेस्टेड हैं और अपने बातों का सॉल्यूशन और बहुत सारी शेयर करने की कोशिश करते हैं, क्योंकि हमारा हर एक टॉक शो आई थिंक एक इस तरीके से जाता है जिसमें बहुत सारे सॉल्यूशंस और अपने जो एक एडुकेटर के दिल की जो भाप होती है, जो जमी होती है उनके दिल के ऊपर, जिसको बोलना चाहते हैं वो, लेकिन उनको सुनने वाला कोई नहीं होता है, उस चीज को हम जो है सॉल्व आउट करने की उन चीजों को सुनने की कोशिश करते हैं। तो इंडिया युवा के नाम से सर मैंने फीडबैक लिंक शेयर कर दिया है, आप लोग अपना फीडबैक फॉर्म फिल कर सकते हैं ताकि आप सभी को ई सर्टिफिकेट प्रोवाइड किया जा सके।